How often does the question come up when practicing Wing Chun, the wooden dummy? Questions about the elements. So if you understand things a little bit deeper about the four major primal elements, water is chemical, air is electrical, earth is mechanical, and fire is thermal. Now, how do we project these energies through our movements? Well, we're going to demonstrate on the MOOK JONG. So I'm going to show you guys that do Wing Chun a way to bring your MOOK JONG game up, or your wooden man game, your wooden dummy game. So we understand cycling the elements. We're going to take earth, for example. So earth has different grades. Generally, default earth, being mechanical, is going to be stiff. It's going to be solid, tight frame. Mechanical, when this is necessary part. All right, so earth would look something like this. We'll take a section. Let's take the fourth section. Done in earth energy would look something like this. See, not super fast, slow and controlled, but powerful, heavy, hard. Okay, this is earth, emulating stone. Okay, now there are different grades of earth as well. You've got mud, sand, but these are sub-elements, something we'll get into later. All right, what would the same sequence look like if I went through the fire element? Fire is speed, energy, heat, chi, the ability to release coiled energy with loose, relaxed muscles. This is Wing Chun, okay? You see the delivery of the punches, 3 punches, okay? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's Wing Chun elliptical. 1, 2, 3, okay? So, what will water look like? Same sequence. See, it has recoil. It's gonna recoil back. All right, air. What's air gonna look like? Now, you'd be surprised at how difficult it is to learn the wooden dummy without the dummy in front of you. This is the air dummy. You have to really think about the movements because you have no contact whatsoever with the arms or the leg. So it's all imagination. And believe me, when you're used to the friction of the dummy, take it away, not good, okay? You have to really work. When I say not good, I mean it's gonna be difficult. It's hard to feel that dummy. So you have to really imagine it to get the movement right. Okay, so earth tends to be solid, tight frame. Heavy, a little bit more rigid. Not too rigid. The rigidity is carried through the other elements. Rigidity is a part of Wing Chun. So you hear people say in Wing Chun a lot, you can't be so stiff. This is too rigid. This is true, but there is a time to be rigid as well. There's always going to be some rigidity. There just cannot be too much. Okay, fire burns up rigidity. Your body's really tight, you stretch out, it burns, you feel looser. Things kind of calm down because you burned off impurities. That's what speed training does. When you're working with these moves, if we use the fire element, we're going to be burning off these impurities. Going through the whole form really fast through the fire element. Now this is not something that is done early on. It starts with earth. Okay, learn to be slow, calculated, controlled, good position. So if you see there's a leg here. On this leg, you have to be very, very mindful. It's easy to trip and fall if you're not careful. So you have to have your feet under the leg. Okay? We're not kicking it. All right? So the same elemental energies apply whether we're using arms or the leg on the dummy. So remember, air in the air is going to be very light, very smooth, buoyant, sensitive. Fire in the air is going to be poppy, fast. Okay? Earth in the air, rigid, hard, but controlled. Never too rigid. It's just the extent of the power when it travels. So when a punch comes up, it comes up light through the air. It comes out, traveling soft through the air, but it's fast, so there's fire. The whip on the end is the fire, and the impact within the whip is the damage. This brings us into the last part of the video. Lao Sao, short burst energy. All right? Short burst. Energy kind of like a stapler. That recoil is the way the energy is absorbed and given back. Lao Sao, short burst energy. Close quarter jarring techniques. Okay? This pad has 1,000 pellets in it, made for hardening the hands, punching. Now remember one last thing I'm going to tell you. If you're punching a difficult surface, which means hard, with the Wing Chun punch, be very careful not to prematurely bring the knuckles up too high, because you can make contact with the pinky knuckle only, the base of the pinky knuckle only, and you can break your hand. I've seen this happen countless times. Too much focus on trying to get the bottom knuckle all the way up. It doesn't have to go that high, just high enough. All four hit first, then the bottom three roll up. You don't prematurely push out hitting with the base of the last one. Like I said, you could break your hand. So all right, so if you found this video informative on the MOOK JONG and the elemental energies, the 4 primal elements, click the like button. Even better, subscribe. Patreon, we appreciate you. Help us out. Sifu Les Clements out.